Hello and welcome to Shaddai, Ascension of the Metatron. This is Mirrug, aka Soviet Bear, and with me is Geisha Deconstruct.
Hey!
So this game will have a lot of game development disclaimers, so we have time to prepare to take in what's about to happen. I'm so glad this has physics. Oh god, scale form. Forgot about that.
Let me tell you a tale. It took place 360,000. No, 14,000 years ago.
Yeah, I'm bad with dates too.
That's a really funny reference, I think.
It's the story of a man known by 72 different names.
And that made Facebook a nightmare.
When we first met, his name was Enoch. And even then, he wouldn't let anyone tell him what to do. Not even me. But he was a pretty good guy.
I think that's all that counts. Like, if he was a pretty good guy, then that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, this is gonna be a bit of an odd ride because this is what happens when Japanese developers use religious Christian themes and not make it Evangelion. We have two difficulty modes. We can do it easy for people who want the story and normal for people who want a challenge. So we're going with normal.
Of course.
The armor okay? If not, I could...
No problem. Everything's fine.
I warned you not to follow us.
So welcome to the final boss fight.
You appear to have no clothes on anymore.
And that's game over.
Game
That's
over?
it.
Oh well. Okay, we can go home now.
You get more than
Yeah,
one
it's
chance,
over.
you know.
Except we can mash buttons to fend off death. So essentially just mash as hard as you can and you will recover.
Oh, okay.
And every time you die, it gets harder and harder to mash.
I see.
So anyway, welcome to El Shaddai Ascension of the Metatron. I'm Mirrug, aka Soviet Bear, and with me is Geisha Deconstruct, so let's start this over.
It's time, Enoch. You ready to leave? I gotta say, I'm kind of looking forward to this trip.
That's a lot of books.
You've not been down below for
I mean,
some
he has
time,
been
have
in
you?
heaven for a while.
True.
You're in for a surprise. Enoch, you sure that's enough armor?
Imagine, all of that could fit on a single Kindle now.
I'll take it.
So true.
Time to go.
Anyway, you know it's the future because now we have jeans.
Naturally.
And those are some like really fashionable jeans.
Enoch. See those figures in the distance? Try and reach them.
So this is the walking tutorial of the game.
Oh, the game teaches you how to walk. That's so cute.
Yeah. This game has a thing about tutorials, in that they never actually stop.
Okay.
And they tend to just like be in your face. You'll get what I mean.
The tools and weapons humans use are all based on wisdom from heaven. Wisdom humans couldn't attain in 1,000 years.
Yeah, because humans
Ooh.
are because humans are stupid. They need heaven to do everything.
Stupid humans.
Anyway, try jumping to those figures.
So I'm not exactly sure when Fruits of Wisdom do appear in the game, aside from here, because things happen so fast I've never actually noticed them.
Okay.
So this game was made by the Devil May Cry director or game designer. I have to double check that, but the combat is actually pretty good.
Humans have a unique gift.
Okay.
The power of choice.
It's based on just mashing one button, but it changes what you do depending on your timing of button presses. So like
Ah.
how fast you press will actually give you different things,
Okay.
which I will demonstrate like now.
Interesting.
Not bad. If you're that good with your bare hands, let's see how you handle one of God's weapons. An arch.
Is that not like a Klingon thing?
It's one of those little shards of wisdom.
I don't know. First I thought it was like a bow,
Oh.
but then they saw this.
Now try it, Enoch.
So now we can more effectively slaughter these poor paper cutouts.
This is very pretty.
It is. And it'll get only prettier.
Gosh, combat looks really good.
It's very responsive.
It was only when various shards of God's wisdom were stolen that Semyaza's betrayal was uncovered. But by then, he, together with the Grigori he led, had already fled.
So, if my lookup was correct, Grigory are supposed to be the kind of like first angel watchers that watch
Yeah.
over humanity.
Yeah.
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 Nicely done, Enoch.
I really like the art style.
I really like his hair.
The archangels are here.
So the archangels take the shape of swans flying above us.
As Lucifer has shown. We, the archangels, shall guide you with our voices. Enoch, you must return the fallen angels to heaven. That is your mission. Don't worry. We'll be with you all the way. Careful now, we're crossing over. Once we breach the veil, we'll be on Earth. Bring back any memories, Enoch? Seven angels have fallen to Earth. Big mistake. We're going to tear out their souls and lock them in this prison for eternity.
So this game does this a lot. It kind of dedicates an entire screen to telling you things you will only encounter once in the entire game.
Oh, okay.
So, like, looking at this, you'll think, oh, this is gonna be a thing. We're gonna see these rings all the time. Nope, this is the only time.
Oh, interesting.
Semyaza. You know the boss. Used to be an elder on the council.
So the council here is essentially everybody in charge in heaven,
Okay.
including God.
Barakel. May this be the place he dies.
It's very difficult to hit giant
Barakel.
rings.
We can't let him live out his days on Earth. Sariel, don't let his idea of love fool you.
So this info dump means very little because the people we'll meet look nothing like the statues.
Interesting.
Good luck getting him to repent.
I probably forgot everyone on my first playthrough until I saw them again.
Ezekiel. She talks of love, but doesn't know the meaning. Azazel, leader of the Grigori, and Semyaza's right-hand man.
Watch out, Enoch.
And here comes our first enemy.
It looks like they found you.
Oh, they're so cute. How can they be enemies?
I don't know, apparently we have to kill a lot of cute things in this game. Because they're not the last ones. So, Flame powers are these red orbs, which do something that's completely irrelevant until later in the game.
Okay.
It's kind of like, oh, just collect them. You'll figure out what they're for. So you see, like, the comet can get a bit lower the top by shooting enemies in the air.
Yeah.
And that, like, counter flip above the enemy is an example of pressing attack with a delay rather than mashing it quickly. So that's kind of like how different Comet gets.
Okay. Oh, it just looks so good though.
Yeah, it does. It's very stylish. And as someone who likes fighting games, I do like the combat here because it's simple, but you still need to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Anyway, the game will be getting a bit hack and slashy, so we'll use those moments to reflect on the deep plot and the pretty pictures.
It's so very glowy.
Yeah, it's very high on bloom. It's kinda hard to do this game justice on video recordings and on screenshots, because in motion on the actual hardware it looks much better.
I can imagine.
Another thing worth noting is that the game really loves the vibration function.
Okay.
It has like vibration all the time at different intensities.
This is it. Your journey begins here.
Also, don't worry, only this part of the game is white and light blue. There will be other colors. So you'll actually be able to
Okay.
tell apart things. So these are just like random containers you can break out, or flames of power, I'll try not to be too annoying with them. Because there are a lot of them. Yeah, this is one of the more iconic areas of the game because it's featured in all the artwork and screenshots because people find it the prettiest.
I can see why.
Show love, mercy, and forgiveness in the name of the Lord.
Yeah, Enoch shows mercy and forgiveness by slaughtering everyone. Which kind of works with real Christianity. Oh snap. That's not true, that was just a joke.
We are at your side, always.
I sense the darkness.
Man, the bloom is really strong in this game.
It really is.
At least it's not like gunmetal gray graphics and bloom. They're like the
true.
most. These are like the most basic enemies. The actual combat comes to shine much later when weapons come into play. Like when you're actually fighting other armed opponents. And these guys are just like trash mobs.
Yeah, they just kind of like scuttle up and flail at you.
Yeah.
What did you almost forget?
So, yeah, another tutorial. Like I said, the game loves them. So you see that our weapon is really, really, really red.
Mm-hmm.
That's because it ate all the evil of enemies. And when pressing L1, you can restore it to its glorious, godly shine.
Aww.
And you have to actually do that frequently if you want to deal optimal damage.
Bravo. Behold the power of purification. It cleanses all things vile.
So I'm not sure if you noticed that Enoch's armor was slightly cracked in
Yeah.
that cutscene. So that's your health.
Okay.
You have 4 or 5 sections of armor, and each take cracks the more damage you take, and when it takes enough damage it breaks off, and then when you're in your jeans you're vulnerable to dying.
Okay. I love it. You've got this glorious, like, white shiny armor over jeans.
Yes. Those jeans were actually a really big thing in the game promotion. Like, they were actually for sale.
Really? Interesting.
This game actually had a very odd promotion, because one of the pre-release trailers was Lucifer asking Enoch, "Are you sure that's enough armor?" And Enoch just saying, "No problem, it's fine." And that was, for some reason, so hilarious to Japanese players that they made hundreds and hundreds of YouTube remixes of that trailer.
Really?
Yeah, and the game just had like insane hype pre-release in Japan.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, Enoch has like 2 lines in this game.
Hey. What's the matter? You don't trust me? I guess. Well, I'd say so far so good. Uh-huh. You know I could never say no to you. After all, you are the Lord. Yeah. All right. Catch you later.
So Lucifer is always on the phone with God and just updating God on your progress. And also covering for you quite a lot.
Nice.
as we will see later in the game. Essentially, every time you stumble upon Lucifer, there is a dialogue.
So, Enoch, you can see Lucifer.
And there are quite a few interesting things to hear.
Remember to speak to Lucifer. He will record your progress and report to God.
So he's your save point.
He's your save point, yes. Lucifer is kind of your everything in this game.
Okay.
He's your save point, your tutorial, your plot device, like pretty much everything.
The sky you see is a veil. A false sky, created by the fallen angels to hide from God's sight.
Now, this is actually a very subtle tutorial, and I'll show you in a minute why. The thing is, this is the wrong way to go, but it's the obvious way to go. And it's kind of the game's way of telling you, hey, you can actually go on branching paths in this game. Because you see we're teleported right at the start.
Yeah.
It's basically to teach you that it's not on rails and that there are little side areas to explore.
Okay. Oh, that's nice.
So I'm sure that the color vanishing from the landscape is a completely fine sign. And nothing bad will happen.
No, nothing at all.
Oh, hey.
Enoch, what brings you? So heaven is in an unforgiving mood. No matter. We are already in a better position than we ever were.
So we'll often see Enoch in this kind of expression where he is about to say something but he never actually says anything. Although it's such a pretty face, why would you talk?
Not even God can stop us now. There are no more choices left. I'm still repeating myself. Be done!
Charming. He's either very confident or very stupid. Either way, we've got to bring him back, or things are going to get a lot wetter around here.
So that wetter reference is about the actual game's plot, which we'll cover in the next episode, but for now, here is another aspect of the game we'll be seeing a lot, and that's the platforming. Because it's an action platformer, so there will be a lot of these precision jumps.
Alright.
This item repairs your armor.
And the little ring around us is actually our weapon, because it lets us glide if we hold down X.
Cool.